All right, welcome. So it's December 31st. Happy New Year to everybody. I truly wish everybody wonderful blessings and renewed realizations and contentment, not only through this year, but every day, right? Every day this year. You know, I said it before, I don't celebrate holidays or specific days. I try to celebrate them all. So may you celebrate all the days forthcoming, and you know, find contentment and peace in your life. And so it's been a couple of months since I summited Katahdin, and having hiked the Appalachian Trail, a through hike with no experience and no plan, and really very little preparation time, enough time to order all my gear, and I'd never backpacked before, I'd never been in the mountains before, and it was such a magical journey. And it's really just not just this year, but like the last year and a half of really, like, you know, trusting my intuition and quieting the external noise and listening to that voice, and experiencing life in its simplest forms. And you know, yeah, it's been a beautiful ride. And if you've ever hiked before, a long distance hike, or, you know, you get a lot of questions, and, you know, it's a standard questions. It is, you know, where did you sleep? How much did your pack weigh? Where did you get your food? You know, and then at the standard, I wish I could do that. And so as I was sharing with somebody today, I just really came across this correlation, you know, as I'm answering these questions of people, and I'm explaining like my gear and what I brought, and how much it weighed. But as I'm trying to answer those questions, and I'm explaining, like, you know, I had 2 t-shirts and 2 pair of underwear and 3 pair of socks, and people are like, that's all you had? Like, I would need more comfort items. And I would explain to them, like, the value of the weight, right? And I would say you could probably hike the same amount of distance every day with a 40-pound pack as you can with a 35-pound pack. But your hike on the 35-pound pack is going to be much more enjoyable than the 40-pound pack. And if you can get even lower, a 25-pound pack is much more enjoyable than a 40, right? And a slack pack, certainly much more enjoyable than carrying a full load. And it's no different in life, right? It's like, if we want to enjoy the experience of the hike of life, then we should let go of some weight that we're carrying, right? And I'm not just talking about material possessions, although I do believe in the philosophy of less is more, right? And you know, think about our homes. We have all these comforts at home, right? And it's lovely couches and sofas and bedroom sets, and, you know, fancy mattresses and refrigerators and bathrooms and television to entertain us, all these comforts of home. But how many of us are really comfortable there? Are you really comfortable? And you know, that's for each person to decide on their own. Many people are, but many people keep acquiring these so-called comfort items, and they're uncomfortable. They desire something different in life. And that brings me to the standard response. I wish I could do that, but I have responsibilities. I'm trying to build something for the future. And all those are valid. And I try to tell people, there's a lot of people that had responsibilities that walked away from them. Maybe they took a leave of absence from work. Maybe they postponed their next job. Maybe they refinanced their house. Some people sold their house to go do the trail, right? And then there's many people who were out there with no money at all and living out of hiker boxes. and donations and, free hostel stays, work for stays. After hiking for days, they work at a hostel so that they can stay there and get a shower and some laundry. And it doesn't make them better than anybody else, right? It's like, what kind of experience do you want? If you're enjoying your life and the comforts of your home and trading today, this moment, for a brighter and better future, then by all means, continue to do that. And if you're comfortable in your home, by all means, continue to do that. But if you're like many of us and you're dissatisfied, even surrounded by the most comfortable things you own, wishing someday you'll be able to live life and see life in its simplest forms and do something like the Appalachian Trail or any other activity, dreams, lifelong dreams and goals, then you can make it happen if you want to do it. And those are just material weight, right? What about the weight you're carrying internally? The guilt and shame, the traumas of the past. We can let go of that weight too and make our hike through life much more enjoyable. We carry a lot of weight, whether on the trail or in life. And I've realized that the more I let go of both material possessions and internal conflict and struggle and guilt and shame and anger, and the better my hike through life is. We all think that life is meant to be comfortable. And that's not my experience at all, My experience is that life is adversity and it's difficult, and it doesn't matter which avenue you take, right? If you want a better future and you're working more diligent today and trading this moment for maybe the potential of having a better one, then that's a sacrifice we make. And then there's some of us who have decided to walk away from the wheel of achievement, the wheel of status, who redefine the definitions of success, right? In pursuit of a more fulfilling life, like hiking the Appalachian Trail, or, I did 75 days minimalist tent living before that, what I called homeless by choice, and because I wanted to experience what it was like. And I've let go of so many things in the past 18 months or so, material and internal weight. And the more weight I get rid of, the more light I am. So if you want to be light, if you want to be a light to others, gotta let go of some weight we're carrying. Anybody can hike the Appalachian Trail. No money or a lot of money, job or no job. There were doctors out there who just graduated medical school and took, when they signed a contract, they took the first 6 months off. There was a rocket scientist out there. There were blue collar people out there. There were college kids. There were kids right out of high school with no money. There are so many people with the courage to make a change in their life, to let go of some of their weight, and to be a light to others, and to get light and enjoy the hike on the trail and the hike in life. You don't have to hike the Appalachian Trail to get lighter or to have these realizations. But my experience says the lighter I am internally, the less weight that I carry, spiritually, internally, philosophically, the more I can forgive myself and let go of the guilt and shame and traumas of the past, the better my hike of life is. And the less material possessions I have, the less weight I carry, the better my hike of life is. I wasn't any more comfortable. Matter of fact, I was suffering a whole lot more, surrounded with these so-called comforts of life. What is your experience like? We're supposed to enjoy the hike of life. Happy New Year, everybody. Let me know your thoughts. Please hit like, please share, please subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, whether you resonate with me or not. I hope everybody gets rid of some weight this year and enjoys the hike of life.